This is how to build $10,000 defense websites using nothing but AI step by step. This entire website was made using AI end to end. It's extremely premium, super sexy, and I'm going to show you how you can build it from scratch, but more importantly, how you can sell it to businesses. Let's get started. Most people stop at building, but selling is where the $10,000 actually happens. Because in this video, I'm not going to show you how you can build the website. Believe it or not, that's actually the easy part. And even creating these video drone images, these miniguns, all of that is super easy. I'm gonna show you the easiest way I found to do this that's gonna take you less than 30 minutes. The full workflow includes image generation, animation, how you can deploy this, and even business outreach. And I'm gonna show you a process that I've just discovered to make this entire build 10 times easier. It's such a good process that I actually have another video on this scheduled to be recorded today. I'm really that excited about it. And let's face it, amazing looking websites are great, but if they don't generate any money for you, then it's a waste of time. I'm gonna show you 4 tools, 0 coding, and 1 AI agent to tie it all together. So grab that coffee and strap yourself in. So the first step is we want to generate the image assets. Now you can see here that I was playing around with this earlier and I've generated a bunch of drones. Now here's the secret sauce that I'm about to share with you. If you want to get amazing drones, amazing imagery and assets that you can use on premium websites, then you need to be using JSON prompts, not English prompts. And the website that I'm on right now is Google Whisk. Now this is actually an experimental project from Google Labs, but it works amazingly. So all of these prompts, I didn't actually use English. What I did is I used JSON prompting. And the reason for that is, think of it like this. All language models, every AI platform is just machine code. And machine code is logic. It's numbers, it's binary. And something like the English language can be ambiguous. If you're not a native English speaker, I think you already know this. But if you use JSON, there is no ambiguity. It's like using programming language, but you're not really programming. And honestly, I've been testing this for a couple of weeks now, and my results are amazing. So I've created a JSON website prompts sheet, and if you want it, the link is in the description below. And I've created a few different assets on here. So the first one is the drone, second one is the minigun, and I've got some other assets that are related to the defense industry, and I've also got all the JSON in there. So what you want to do first is grab this for the header, copy it, and then head over to Whisk, and you want to paste it here. Now if you want the best results, add a source image. So you can add images here, like this one here, and if you want source images, just head over to Google, type in US tactical drone image, because the US has the best of every technology when it comes to weapons, and just take a screenshot of something that you like. Now we're not going to use this, it's just going to be a reference point. When you're happy, just paste it, and that's exactly what I've done here. Now in the first instance, you can see that I like the drone looks super sick, but it's added some additional drones in the background. Now I don't necessarily want that, because remember, this is the hero image. So what you can do is you can prompt it, and you can download this image, or you can just do it in the prompt and just say remove the background images. For that you can use English, you don't need JSON. If it's very basic requests, English is absolutely fine. But if you want detailed images like this, with color, with depth, with cinematic photography, then JSON works so much better. And so you're going to generate a few assets. So I've got the header drone, I've got another drone here, and then I've added a minigun, I've got some sensors and some other bits and pieces that I can add to the website. And these are all on the prompt sheet. So once you've generated one image, go and generate the next one until you're happy. Remember, Google Whisk is absolutely free, so go ahead and go crazy with it. Once you have the assets, it's time to animate them. Believe it or not, this is the hardest part, because animating killer drones is way harder than it sounds. Everything morphs into chaos unless you know the exact prompt structure. So for the image to video animation, you have a few options. You can use Google Gemini, which is what I'm going to do and which is what I'm going to show you. But there's also Free Pick, there's Kling, there's a bunch of them. So go and use the one that makes sense for you. I'm using VO3 because I already pay for Google Gemini. So I get something like 3 video generations every 4 hours. Once you're happy with the Whisk images, download them and then upload them here. So the first one was this header drone. I've uploaded it. And then from the prompt sheet, just grab the relevant JSON prompt. So got a few JSON prompts here for different weapon systems. Paste that in there. But before you press submit, you need to select video from tools. So where it says agents here, I've already got video selected. You'll see video for VEO 3.1. That's the latest version, and just select that. It'll take anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes. And when it's done, you'll have this. God damn, that's sick. I mean, honestly, I couldn't wish for anything better. And then do the same again for the next image. So this time I've got the minigun. I've grabbed the minigun prompt, and then you just paste the JSON in here. It'll spend another 1 to 2 minutes building this, and then you'll get this. Super premium, looks amazing, looks like an actual tactical weapon, and it's gonna slap hard on the website. And then the last one I used was the side drone. Grab the relevant prompt here and then paste it into Gemini. Once it's done, you'll get something that looks like this. Honestly, I'm super impressed. And once you're happy with the outputs, just download the videos that you like the most. Aim for anywhere between 3 to 5 videos, because they're gonna look really good on the website. And honestly, I've really dialed in these prompts. I spent a lot of time inside of JSON here to make sure that you get the very best output. So to build your own website, it's not gonna take you hours like it did for me when I was first testing this out. Now that we have all the assets, we can deploy the website using Google's AI agents. And this one agent, one folder, one prompt is gonna build the entire thing for you. And honestly, this was my favorite part. So go ahead and install Google's Antigravity. It's their latest launch. It's an IDE agentic builder. I think it's gonna change the world because it's really that good. And I've got a lot more videos coming out I need to record for this, so stay tuned for that. And basically, it's just another AI platform, but you can prompt it to build pretty much anything that you can think of. So once you have all the assets, i.e. the videos, save them on a folder on your desktop and just call it something like defense website, which is what I've done here. Now, none of this has been coded by me. Google Antigravity did all of this, but it needs access to the assets. And you can see that in the public videos folder here. So you've got all the close-ups and you've got the hero video, which is everything that you saw on the website when I showed it to you. And the only thing you need to do now is basically just grab the final prompt, which is the website prompt. So head back over to the Google Sheet, copy the last prompt at the bottom of the page, paste it here, and this will give you all the necessary instructions that you need to paste inside of Antigravity. And then it'll build the entire website for you. If for any reason you do get some errors, don't panic, just let Google Gemini 3 debug it for you. And you've got a few options for the languages. So I'm using Gemini 3 Pro, which is their most powerful language model. You can actually make it faster and use some of their faster language models, but you're not going to get a deeper reasoning or the extended thinking, which is very useful when you're building complicated websites. Once it's done, it'll build an implementation plan. If you're happy with it, which is just an overview of what the website's going to look like, you hit proceed, and then it'll tell you what you need to do. So because I'm using a Mac, I need to run this build command here inside of terminal. Now that will be different for you on a Windows machine, but Antigravity will tell you what you need to do. And then once it's ready, it'll give you like a localhost address. You click on that and that's locally running on your machine. And if you've done everything right, you'll have a website like the one that I showed you. The final step before you contact prospective businesses to sell websites like these is to head over to netlify.com, sign up for a free account, and then host it, okay? Because you don't need a domain name. Netlify is free and you can host it as part of your portfolio, or you can send it to prospects using email. And the way to do it is you log in and where it says drag and drop your project folder here, you just click browse to upload. And then you head over to your desktop or whichever location you created the defense website folder. Click inside that folder and you should see a subfolder called out. Now these are all the files, components, data apps, modules for Node.js, everything that Antigravity has created for this website. And in there, there's a subfolder called out. You select that subfolder and click on upload. If it's done successfully, you'll see a manual deployment like this, which is what I did earlier before recording this video. And if it's worked, you'll get this, a supremely looking website you can sell for premium. Honestly, it doesn't take you long. This took me like less than 30 minutes. And most of that was because I was refining the JSON prompts. But if I was to do this again, honestly, I could knock this out in 10-15 minutes. And this website is publicly accessible. So you can send it to any client anywhere in the world. And the implications are huge. I'm showing you a defense website, but you can build this for any industry, any category, and target the ones that have money. Building is half the game. Outreach is where the $10,000 conversation starts. Because most defense companies work for governments. So they all need premium websites. Because ultimately, you're selling competency as a defense contractor. So how do you find these clients? Well, I just did a search for defense subcontractors, United States. The first result was this company called Mercury. They're powering space missions with advanced electronics. Now, all of their clients is basically the US government. They don't have anybody else that I can see on the website. But if you look at the website, it's super basic, right? This is very templated. They probably bought this off ThemeForest. There's nothing here that kind of screams premium or competency. And I'm sure they're a great business, but honestly, they can do a lot better. So there's a few ways you can contact these types of clients. The first is you head over to contact us, and they have a few phone numbers. If you want to call them, you can. They've got a media inquiries team, but that's a PR email, so it's the wrong one. What we need is somebody who's a decision maker in the marketing or website division. So what I found was a few links here on their social media. And the first one that's really interesting is LinkedIn. So head over to their LinkedIn and it's going to give you a bit more information. Now, what's interesting here is that Sales Navigator tells me that their estimated revenue for the last calendar year was almost $1 billion. So this is perfect. They've got the money to pay for my services. And the first thing you can do is try and find employees through LinkedIn and do some outreach on the DMs. Now, I've had a lot of success with that. That's initially how I built my agency, was just contacting businesses on DMs. But I wasn't actually selling them anything. I just gave them like a soft pitch with usually a product. So in this situation, in this scenario, I would show them a website like this, right? This is what I can build for you, and just wow them with the product first. The second method is to find actual decision makers. And for this, I'm headed over to rocketreach.co. It's actually a free website. They give you a few searches, sign up for it, and do a search for their domain. So this for Mercury Systems, which is mrcy.com, is giving me all these decision makers. So I've got a chairman, CEO, chief information officer, chief marketing, and public relations. So this Robin guy might be a great contact, but there's a bunch of other people here that work for this organization. And the main point here is to contact somebody that's a decision maker, right? You want somebody that can make a yes or no decision. You don't want to contact somebody in HR or the office secretary, because that's just going to waste their time and waste your time. Once you have the right contact, you don't need to overcomplicate this. You can just send them a very quick 2 to 3 line email that says something like, hey, I create a defense website for businesses like you. Here's a great example. And then just send them the public link inside of Netlify. Let them see it, get their juices wet, and then start the conversation. Now, they might not respond to you in the first instance, and that's completely fine, but just keep following up with them, either on LinkedIn or on email. And that's the full system. Build it with AI, deploy it in minutes, and outreach to businesses with a live demo. You've got the prompts, the workflow, and the exact method of finding these clients. Now it's just a numbers game. And if you love this tutorial, click on the next video on screen, leave your comments below. The full prompts is in the video description. Leave me your likes, your comments, and anything else you want me to cover, and I'll see you when the next video drops.